They don't listen to men. You know what I mean? They don't respect men. They don't hold men in high esteem. Even, the preacher used to preach, the Bible says, that's what he said. The Bible says, women submit to your men. Mm-hmm. Man, you tell a woman to submit now, I don't care if Jesus said it.
Being a stay-at-home mom is not a job whatsoever. It's a privilege. You're privileged enough to be able to stay home because you have someone that provides a life for you that allows you to do so. Do you know how many single mothers out there actually have jobs and have to come home and then do your job? And before the group of women jump on here and say, we have the hardest job in the world. No, you don't. Not even a little bit. I was laid off of work for 4 months and I had to stay home, and it's the easiest shit I've ever done in my life. In fact, I got bored. I can do all the daily responsibilities that come with taking care of a house in no time. And then other than that, all you have to do is watch your kid, who when they get to a certain age, they pretty much watch themselves. Especially if your kid is in school. You're not a stay-at-home mom, you're just a stay-at-home. And then if you and your husband flip roles and you have to get a job and you have to provide for the family and he stays at home, he's a lazy piece of shit. But if a woman does it, it's the hardest job in the world. Make that make sense to me. And I'm not knocking stay-at-home mothers. I have respect for them, and I honestly think the world needs more of them because it's good for the kid. And coming from experience, I didn't have a mother growing up, so I know how important that is to a child. You just can't give me it's a full-time job. You can't take a nap at a full-time job. You can't watch TV at a full-time job. You have someone watching your every move at a full-time job.
You can go anywhere to get the lies, but I know you came here to get the truth. Welcome to the AlphaSphere.
Welcome to the AlphaSphere, the only place on the planet that's totally engulfed in positivity and totally submerged in alpha energy. I'm your host, Dr. BOA.
I can recall a time where in my neighborhood, women were different. All the women in my neighborhood stayed home all day. When I was a kid growing up, there was no woman. There was a couple of teachers. Every other woman in the neighborhood, man, stayed home. The only women who went to work were teachers and nurses, man. No one else. And in my neighborhood, there wasn't this huge, I'm going to do it by myself, I don't need no man situation. Let's listen to Pimpin Ken talk about how women of today don't submit and they're different from what women used to be.
I'm old enough to tell you, women didn't act the way they act today. A lot of women act different. A lot of women today is more like, independent minded. You know what I mean? They don't listen to men. You know what I mean? They don't respect men. They don't hold men in high esteem. Even, the preacher used to preach, the Bible says, that's what he said. The Bible says, women submit to your men. Mm-hmm. Man, you tell a woman to submit now, I don't care if Jesus said it. They trying to hear that. They not, Jesus do, that's in the Bible, but they don't believe in that.
Man, that's so true right there, man. They don't even like the word. Man, you say the word submit to one man, she gonna look at you, man, sideways, man, like you done lost your mind. She gonna look at you, man, like you just sprouted two heads, man. She's literally gonna look at you in a way that lets you know, man, that the worst thing you could have said to her is that word. Because in her mind, it means prison, it means slavery, it means being oppressed, it means all of those things. In her mind, she can't imagine being led by you. She can't imagine following you to a T. She can't imagine following you blindly. She needs to know everything. She needs to have some insight on everything. She needs to have, an opinion on everything. And the bottom line is that's just not the way it's intended to be. So if you're a man who is built and equipped to be the type of leader that's necessary in a household, the type of provider and protector that's necessary in a household, the type of spiritual guide that's necessary in a household, you're not going to have many options with modern women. Because they're not designed or built for a man like you, for a man like me.
They are not.
And here's how you tell. No matter what she says she is, if her mama and grandmama ain't that, she ain't that either. No matter what kind of man she tells you she's used to. If her dad and her granddad ain't that, she ain't used to that type of man. No matter what kind of lifestyle she tells you she's equipped for. If she got a career, she ain't built for that lifestyle. The bottom line is, you men have to accept that unless you're willing to compromise what you want, unless you're ready to compromise on your demands, you got to keep in mind, man, that you are not going to, not in this society, you are not going to have a woman who is a traditional wife. Stop looking for it. Stop trying to find it. You got to compromise some things. And the thing is, even the women who ain't got no money still try to fly that I'm a proud woman and I do what I want to do and I can make my own decisions and I should have some say so in some things. Even the ones who ain't got no money do that. So it's not just these celebrity women. It's pretty much the majority of women in this society are not equipped to be traditional wives. And here's the thing. They don't want to be traditional wives. They want to be modern wives. You know what a modern wife is? You know what a modern wife is? A modern wife is a woman who feels like she can still live a single life, but have a husband. A polyamorous woman. A woman who believes that I can do whatever I want to do. A woman who believes that you shouldn't hold anything I do against me. A woman who believes that you should accept me and all of my flaws, even the things I do after we meet. You should accept me for that. A woman who believes if I go sleep with another man, it don't mean nothing. I still love you. A woman who believes that you should provide and protect for her, but you should also get a maid to clean up your house, and you should also get a cook to cook for you. That's what she believes. Forget about traditional marriage in this society, fool. It's over, man. Forget about it. Any fool that's out here telling you to do it, man, he one of them beta male simp mangina dude, man, he turned the other cheek. I don't listen to turn the other cheekers. If you're a guy who believes that if somebody smack you, you're supposed to turn the other cheek, hey, man, this ain't for you. This ain't for you and you ain't for us. Nothing could be further from the truth. If you're a guy who believes that men who don't want to get married in this society are afraid of commitment, you're a beta male simp mangina. Not being a fool doesn't mean you're afraid of commitment. Commit to what? Commit to what? Marriage has a centuries-old definition. And if there are no wives to put in the wife position, why in the hell would you put yourself in the husband position with a woman who's not equipped to be in the wife position? I know why. Because once again, you ain't got no sense. You were raised by your mama or raised by your dad and he was a beta male. And now you don't know what to do. All you can do is be weak. All you can do is compromise. All you can do is go be in a 50-50 relationship. Because you soft like that. You know it. The woman knows it. And that's why when you do marry a woman with your foolish self, that's why she gonna always run and try to live with the alpha done daughter like me. Always try to live with a man who carries himself with a different level of respect than you. Always try to live with a man who doesn't accept her foolishness and put her in a position she doesn't deserve to be put in. Always fall back to a man who's gonna make her earn the position if she ever wants, and if she don't ever earn it, she'll never get it. And then come back home to you and cook you a meal and run your bath water and Netflix and chill with you and let you get you a bowl of it. But she ain't gonna be intimate with you all the way because she don't like it like that. And truth be told, the only time she gonna really put it on you like that and make you feel like she really into you is when she can't get to the alpha male that she desires. She's trying to get to him because she's feeling real frisky. But she can't get to him, so she'll settle for you. If that's the life you want, go ahead and have that life. Listen to a fool who's telling you that that's the life you ought to go for. But don't come back crying to the alphasphere. And don't even try to book no consultation with Dr. BOA and tell me, Doc, you was right. I married this woman. I put her in a position she didn't deserve to be in. She got pregnant. Found out she got pregnant by her ex. You know why you with a woman who keep going back to her ex? Because he won't put her in a position that you put in. Because he understands she don't deserve it. You gonna make an honest woman out of her. The problem is, If she ain't already honest, homie, you can't make her honest. And if she ain't already equipped to submit, you can't make her submit. And if she ain't already equipped to be in a position where she can be your helpmeet, man, and buy into the progress of your progress, you can't make her buy into the progress of your progress and be a helpmeet. So keep trying to fit that round peg into that square hole. Eventually, you're going to realize that the round hole right down there, but you're too busy trying to make the square hole love the round peg. It ain't going to work. Akil Brown, appreciate the 5 bone, man. I appreciate it. Spiritual Healing Academy, I see you, man. Peace of mind is priceless. Absolutely priceless. So pay everything you got to pay to keep yours. Especially if all you got to do is stay away from some problem. Anything that's meant for you, it's going to come in the package that it need to come in. When God give you a blessing, homie, you ain't got to fix it. God don't sell bootleg stuff. He don't give bootleg blessings. He ain't bless you with no car. You got to put new tires on. When he bless you with something, he's already ready for you to use it already. Because he ain't going to give it to you until you deserve it. Same way you view a relationship with a woman. You don't give it to her until she deserves it. So look, man, we going to head on out of here, man. I appreciate y'all being in the joint, man. You know, tomorrow, the Sabbath day, man, we won't be doing anything tomorrow. I got a couple pieces of content that's going to slide up, but they're going to already be up. And who knows, man? I might just skip tomorrow. I might not even put no content up tomorrow, man. Might not even make that content live. But I'll see y'all again for the show on Sunday. And I'll see y'all again for the King Ray Ray show on Sunday as well. So look, man, y'all put God first. Keep grinding and growing, my brothers. Get out here, man. Be safe out here if you plan on doing something tonight, man, this weekend. And I'll see y'all, man, on Sunday, man. Look, man. Salute to the Alpha Sphere. Bless up to the GLG. Peace.
Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that they pimps, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Suckers claiming to be players, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Tricks acting like they max, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Betas claiming to be alpha, but they not though.
Now I'm not gonna tell you, man, that you shouldn't value your woman at all. A woman does have value, but you can't overvalue her.